There's Tony Wallow getting started here a little bit early tonight. I'm actually 20 minutes later than I set off to be, but I'm a little early for my normal time, so kind of washes out and balances out in the end. Imagine people trickle in slowly but surely to the Zoom. Wanted to be actually up and running much sooner than I am, but this will work. Let's go fix this right here though. And let's go figure out why I don't have clocks. Um, oh, wow. Clocks are completely gone, like as in not even running. Um, well, let's get the clocks running. There we go. Clocks are running. Make a slight little change right here. I have to make this slight little change right here as well. Yeah, right there is fine. And put this back right there. There we go. Clocks are up and running. Now we just sit and wait. Had a great afternoon. Grandkids wore me out. I've got on my "Here's what an awesome grandpa looks like" t-shirt. And it was really fun having them chase me around, me chase them around, vice versa. So it was so cute. We met over my mom's house so that great grandma could see them. And when we got ready to leave, one of the twins comes up to him. She goes, "Grandpa, can you go to my house?" I was like, "Oh, we'll see." Hopefully my audio is sounding pretty good. I don't have anyone to compare it with just yet. Could be a short night. Could be a very short night. Yeah, I took some pictures on the phone. I think like three maybe. Um, they're so smart. They wanted to play hide and seek, and they were like, "Close your eyes, count to 10." Of course, they're not very good at hiding yet. And then when it was my turn to go hide, I went outside. I didn't think they'd think to look outside. I hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm just leaning up against the house, and all of a sudden, here comes the door wide open. And she goes, "I found you, Grandpa." So I don't know if she got help or maybe she heard the door open and close. I really don't know. I was trying to open it and close it as quietly as I could, but who knows? Who knows? There's Jeff Ryman saying hi. Good evening. Good evening, Jeff. And Mom took us to dinner. We wanted to take her to dinner, but she insisted this was her turn to buy, and I'm not going to argue with her. We went to a little, I would call it a hole in the wall restaurant, family owned type place. But it was good food though. I would call it a hole in the wall restaurant, family owned type place. It was good food though. I would call it a hole in the wall restaurant, family owned. Did Jeff
Sorry about
join us or
that.
Greg join us?
Sorry about that.
You're fine. I still do it. I really do still do it. Even sometimes, even on my own stream, I forget. Oops, I gotta mute that. And I've been watching
Well, that sounds like the place I go on Sundays. It,
your
it's a cafe
cover.
at the North Las Vegas airport.
Yep, your cover's still down. Hi, John Aloy. Good to see you again on this Saturday night. Good to
Well,
see
the
Jeff
lady
again.
that's half owner of it is the great aunt of my two oldest granddaughters in New York.
Get a discount?
No, but the prices are still reasonable. They've had to raise them like everybody else,
Oh,
but still.
sure, sure.
But they've and it's just breakfast and lunch stuff that they shut down at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sundays.
Yeah, this place serves breakfast all day, and then lunch and dinner, obviously, starting I think at noon. Um, I had a tenderloin. My mom had fried chicken, and Lorna had a Reuben sandwich.
Huh.
It was really good. Mom brought like almost half of hers home. I brought a little bit of mine home. Went to two different Walmarts tonight looking for one thing.
Uh-oh.
Well, our coffee pot was on the way out. It took a
Yeah.
little over an hour and a half for it to brew a pot of coffee, and no
Yeah.
cleaning in the world was going to fix that. So we both decided we were going to get a
Yeah.
coffee pot.
I told Greg he needed to buy some stock in Walmart.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
he
you.
could almost get his money back.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. And then the second Walmart we went to, we ended up getting a few other things too. And we got a cashier in training. And I swear that kid said, "I'm sorry, I'm new at this," 13 times while we were checking out. I don't know if if it was a confidence level or what, but we were like, you're fine, take your time. We got all night." So,
Well, the Walmart near us, it's mostly self-serve at this point. They still have one or two lines open usually with cashiers, but
well, oddly enough,
you got to stand there a long time to get through those lines.
yes, you
So
do. They had,
I just have sort of given up on it.
yep, they had 7 lines open tonight. I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
Yeah. Um,
well, our Smith's grocery store never has more than two lines open. The rest of it self-serve now. Everybody's going to that.
yes, they are.
Now, the self-serve place, when they're running a crowd, will have two folks in there helping everybody at the self-serve.
Well, that's nice. It's real nice.
And the Walmart usually has like one, well, each end of the store has one. They've got one down near the grocery end and one up near the other end.
Yeah, I've seen that on most Walmarts, but I've never seen both ends running at the same time.
Oh, these run, these are the ones that ours run all the time. Both of them run.
Wow. Uh, that'd be
Well,
great.
they have a lot of business. So,
Yeah. We did end up at the first Walmart. We ended up buying Vicks and 2 things of Band-Aids. So we went through the self-service, and then the stupid bag wouldn't open. It was funny. Um, come to think of
I
it,
almost feel sorry for these young kids training in these places.
well, I do too. Um,
But
that kid
they
whose
gotta
lane
learn.
we were in, the guy in front of him, his change was 17 cents, and the kid couldn't count it out. And the supervisor came over and he said, "Okay, I'll help you count this out," which he did. 1 dime, 1 nickels, and 2 pennies. And I didn't say anything, but I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This is an adult that can't count 17 cents. Just unbelievable.
Well, I don't. It's been a while, but once since I moved back to Vegas, I was in a store where I went in and gave them cash for something, and they actually counted it out backwards, like we were taught to do when I worked in a store in high school.
Right.
And I damn near fell over.
17 cents makes $1, $2, $3. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it would be 83, 84, 85,
Yeah, I know.
90, $1 and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But that's a dying art. I'm happy now if it says 17 cents and the guy can actually count to 17.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you really want to screw them up, if something comes out like 9:05, you give them 10:05,
Right.
and they just
They
have no
freak.
clue
Yes.
what.
Yes. Yep.
And I did that one time, and the kid got all befuddled and whatever. And I said, "Wait a minute, just give me the nickel back," and and then he was happy.
Yeah.
Stuck it in the register, the $10, and it was 9:05. Said, "Oh, 95 cents change." I was trying to get rid of some change.
Yeah. Um, Hopefully I can join you a little bit tonight. I guess there was a time limit or something in order to join chat. No, I just kind of limited. I like limit. I like to learn how to talk. I just like to limit them from anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. And then we do get together afterwards and we have a very interesting Zoom session most nights. Some nights are a little bit more interesting than others. Um, but yes, every night. So if you would like to join us on Zoom, my email's scrolling across the bottom there. Shoot me an email. I'll give you the credentials and we'd like to have you. Very welcome. Robert says, homies. He was doing some barbecuing tonight. I asked him if he shipped. And
So, the snapshot of that.
looked pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I've been debating about a computer here. I think I mentioned I've got this friend who always calls me and asks me for computer advice and then never follows it.
Right.
Well, they decided not to buy a laptop, and that's fine. They're both just using a desktop at home. They're both retired and whatever. But I was in Costco the other day, and they have a Dell small desktop, well, or under the desk, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
on sale. It's an i5 with Windows 11. It's got 12 gig of memory, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and a 256 gigabyte solid state drive to boot from. Regular price is $749.99, and it's on sale for $499.99 until the end of the month. And I'm debating whether to point this guy at that. If you buy it at Costco, you get an extra year's warranty from Costco Concierge Service. And if you use the Costco credit card to buy it, you get an additional 2 years on top of that from the credit card company. So you get 4 years in warranty, and that's the best deal he's ever going to get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we
And
drove by
so,
Costco tonight and we were both like, we might want to join that.
and this one has, although it's on the motherboard, it has both an HDMI and a DisplayPort output for video. And it has a DVD drive still, which he
Wow.
wants, which
Now,
is unusual these days.
will it meet their computing needs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's using one that's like 7 or 8 years old now.
Wow.
If he is running Windows 10, he took it to Office Depot or someplace and they upgraded it for him. But these are never going to get any cheaper.
Oh, gosh, no. No.
I mean, I think I may call him tomorrow and say, here, you ought to go and buy this while it's on sale.
Yeah.
And it's on sale till the 28th or until the supplies run out. And an i5 will be more than adequate for what he needs now. It's going to be Windows 11, which he won't like compared to 10, I know, but
I just think that's going to be a learning curve, all.
it is. And you can be pissed off about it. You can be whatever you want about the way it looks compared to 10, but it's coming at some point.
Sure. Yeah.
Did Josh ever get done with the
I don't
one
know.
I didn't have time to watch all of it. Was that the same one in both videos he was doing?
No, because oddly enough, his second video was a live stream of him playing Fortnite.
Well, he was working on, he said he was installing Windows on I thought it was a new computer for somebody, but maybe it wasn't new. Then I looked later and he was updating some stuff on an HP. And I couldn't figure out in a quick look if that was the same computer he'd been doing it on before or not.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he was upgrading that laptop I don't know if it's the one he gave Natasha or what, but he was putting Windows 11 back on that laptop. I had to laugh because he went through and individually deleted every program that he had put on there. The Zoom, the JAWS, the whatever. But then he did a clean install, which would wipe them all out anyway.
Well,
and
hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, yes. And then the first time he did it, he put Windows 10 on there. Second time he did it, he did put Windows 11 on there, and he was trying to update it. Yeah, he actually did 3 videos today. One for an hour 58, one for an hour 27, which I missed that one somehow, and then he did an hour 54 Fortnite.
Yeah, the second one was the one I was talking about, and it looked like he was in Windows Update looking at some drivers of some type, and that would have been in the second one. And I never figured out whether it was the same computer from the first video or not.
It is, and I have to go over here and highlight something real quick. And did I hear one say that learning Windows 11 is going to be a learning curve, and it's more than a learning curve. There's a lot varied material. Okay. Well, I'll find out long about October or something 2025, unless I really get forced
Yeah,
into it sooner.
from what I've seen, I wouldn't go quite that far. It's a change. Uh, you can do a couple of things. You can move the menu back on the left like it was in 10 and that sort of thing. I think in another year or so, they'll have made enough updates to 11 that it'll look more like 10 at that point.
Probably. Says
So,
London says a lot of time and effort to learn the changes. I don't know the name. It sure looks a lot better on the surface than Windows 11. I think the thing you've been seeing with Windows 13, I believe that's like a haha joke. I don't think that's a actual operating system yet. I could be wrong.
it's not clear, but it looks like I've seen a couple of things. They're talking about a 12 to come out in 2024. Now, again, I don't think there's been an official announcement.
They put Zoom text back on there. It looks like I'm just scrubbing through it, and it says Zoom text. And then he's back to updates.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, he got it done. Congratulations. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Um, and it looks like he's putting, I missed that one. I'm not sure what that one was. That's the bad thing when you scrub through here. Sometimes you Zoom text 2002 or 2022.
Did you watch that Curious channel today? He premiered a video from that guy who used to do all of his editing for a while.
Planet Kairos, and he posted that yesterday. Actually, I was kind of
Oh yeah,
confused on that. Yeah,
yeah. I just saw it today, but that was a high-end build apparently.
$4,300, I believe,
Ooh, that's more
roughly.
than I thought. I spent a lot on this build. By the time, if you count both monitors and the video card and the keyboard and the mouse and the speakers and everything I bought, I'm around $2,000 on this build. Not all at once, but
No, I'm not
over
laughing at you. I'm
years'
laughing at a
time.
comment.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
funny.
well, you could be laughing at mine.
No, no, no. I'm laughing at a comment. Um, Robert says all I can say is when and if they do away with Windows 7 control panel, I will be lost. Yes. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what he did. He launched something and it was going 100 miles an hour, and I can't make up what it is that he's doing, and I don't know if it was something by mistake. Disable auto reboot on blue screen of death. Disable standby. Oh, he's running Uncle Carrie's Windows 10 optimizer, and it pops up and says not recommended, but he ran it anyway. So that makes sense on what that was. Okay. And he's going in and setting the power on the laptop. Yeah, I'll skim through that a little bit later. Yeah, I'm seriously. I don't wish any ill will upon him, and like I told Lorna tonight, I really hope Monday or Tuesday I get a call and they say, "Hey, this is so and so, and I was told to reach out and talk to you." That'd be great. Um, Right now, he's being about 12 years old with Alex, and Alex is naturally confused on what to do. So, been helping him out most of the day. But the best part of my day was having the grandkids chase me around. It was so funny. They were running through the house and they'd go in the bathroom. It's got two
Oh,
entrances. So they'd shut the door. And I went in there and the one shut the door. I said, "No." Boy, she put her hands up like this and she goes, "Eh." I said, "Stop it. That's not going to work on Grandpa." She goes, "Eh." That's not going to work on Grandpa. She goes, and she stopped doing the noise, but she still had her hands over her eyes. So funny. Hey, Greg.
Hey, what's up?
Just getting started. A little bit early tonight, about 20 minutes or so. Long Don says, "I've got about 1,300 invested in my system right now. And for the list components you have invested, I think you made some wise choices." Yeah, I think he did too. I think even with my graphics card, I believe I'm still under $1,000 on my build.
how much memory do you have?
64 gigabyte.
Okay.
That's the first thing I upgraded. I didn't have it 2 days and I upgraded the memory. I initially should have bought 64 gigabyte of RAM. I really should have.
Yeah, I got 64, and originally I think I had about $1,200 in it.
One of these days I'll actually get out all the receipts and add it all up just to see. Now I might be shocked and there's more in it than I
One of
think.
the things, I did buy a fairly expensive mouse and keyboard because I needed a new one.
Oh, not me. I bought cheapest wireless thing I could find.
Well, I had a wireless mouse keyboard combo from Logitech that I bought at Costco, and I tried it on my old system, and it just never worked right. It would drop one or the other because they were sharing a dongle.
Right.
And so I bought wired for both of them for my new build. Got a Logitech mechanical keyboard with the switches that make noise when you type. It's what I had years ago, and I really like the keyboard now. It's not something you'd want to have in an office with somebody sitting next to you, but
So when you hit a key, it makes a noise.
oh, yeah,
Oh yeah, I could hear that.
yeah.
That doesn't get annoying after a while.
No, I had that years ago at work when I had an old AT compatible. We used honest to God IBM keyboards on those.
So I
And
don't want to be insulting or prying, but what's your typing skills?
not too great these days. When I was in high school, I could type 60 words a minute.
And the reason
What?
I ask, of course, is if you're typing at a pretty good clip, you're going to have that would drive me up a wall.
Well, I can't type as fast on the computer keyboard as I could on an old typewriter.
Isn't that
And that's
weird?
because all the keys, the letter and number keys are in the same place everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But all the other keys on a computer keyboard can just move all over hell.
Yeah. Yeah. I did get all the data moved today. I finished that project. I did get one project on DaVinci Resolve finished today as well. So I got quite a bit. I actually woke up early this morning. I was really wanting to go fishing, but yeah, that wasn't going to take place. I guess I have a keyboard that makes noise when you push the keys. I kind of think it was old school kind, probably old school, which I have IBM's Stout keyboard, of course.
Yeah, one of the companies that made the original IBM Model M keyboard for the AT is still operating, and you can buy their keyboards are around $100.
Like some of the coffee pots we looked at tonight. Couldn't believe some of them prices on there.
Knock on wood here, I'm still using my Keurig that I bought my wife for Christmas in 2011.
We've seen a setup where you could make a pot of coffee or a cup of coffee all out of the same.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Ugh. Robert says, Jeff, can your grandkids out type you?
Actually, no.
Not yet, they can't.
Yeah.
Not yet. That was the other cute thing about when they came over. My one granddaughter has got an iPad in her hand, and
Yeah.
she's just typing away, walking and typing away at the same time. My
Oh.
grandson has got an iPad, but he doesn't know what he's doing with it. The other granddaughter could care less, has no interest in it at
Well,
all.
my daughter and my grandson, or my two older granddaughters, I'm sure could all out type me on a phone
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yes.
using their thumbs.
Yes.
And even when I do the best I can on the phone, I still fumble finger and make mistakes and whatever.
That
And
dumb
then you combine that with the autocorrect, which does some stupid things.
hate autocorrect. This dumb phone of mine, if I send a text and I set the phone down, somehow I'm triggering something that will automatically trigger the talk to text. And I'll set the phone down and I won't catch it until I get a message from somebody that says, what the hell were you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then they send me this novel of a text that I sent. I sent one to Robert the other night when we were, Lauren and I were talking about something, and I had no idea. So I'd be very generally, when I set it down now, I take my hands and I put it just like this. I twist it. I make sure it's off, and I twist it just like that. And that way it cannot go off. Fortunately, in that conversation, it was very, shall we say, clean.
Yeah.
And autocorrect,
That
oh
could
my
be-
gosh.
That could be embarrassing at some point.
It could be, yes. Yes, it could
Or
be.
make you look crazy when autocorrect decides to do something.
Yeah, I don't like the autocorrect. I really do not. Hey, look at Greg and his cell phone. Yeah, Robert says, I got some crazy stuff the other day. Yes, you did.
Mhm.
There's Kenny Witten. Hello, Kenny. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, we're getting right into the normal start time, so people should start bounding in here pretty soon. At least I hope they do.
Hello.
Yeah, nice try. We know it's you.
Hello. Can Granddad come out and play some more? What about George?
Nice try. How you doing tonight, Blackwatch?
Not bad yourself.
Doing good, thank you. Had a good afternoon with the grandkids and dinner with mom. It was good. Really enjoyed it.
Lone Dog, I used to have a keyboard like that with a PS2 connector. Then I had a converter from PS2 to USB that would hook on the end of the cord. And that disappeared someplace. I don't know where.
Robert says that he sprayed about 20 gallons of Roundup today and put up 2 new IP cameras, and it looked like he barbecued somewhere. So when can I expect my barbecue to be here? What time tomorrow afternoon?
Hell,
All of a sudden, he's not watching chat or listening to the stream.
Hope he wasn't spraying Roundup around the barbecue.
Yeah, really.
This FedEx 747 across and drop it off by parachute around 12:43 tomorrow afternoon.
I want it tonight.
Oh shit, George is here.
Any chance you can get that delivered to Greg tonight? I'll just take mine tomorrow. That's fine. I'm in no hurry.
I left it up the back door at Greg's.
So, Long Dong says he got a nice keyboard from our friends in China, somewhat similar. I'm going to show you guys something. I hope. I really found this to be very interesting. Yeah, I think I can do this. So, if you look, let me figure out how I'm going to do this. Take the blur off first of all. God, I'm so dumb sometimes. So, let's see. See that one right there? Third one down. 862174571152 says Shanghai, China. I had a missed call from Shanghai, China. Couldn't believe it. And yes, there were 2 calls from Joshy on there that I didn't answer. One I didn't know. The other one I just didn't answer. Shipping is very restricted due to the pandemic. Oh, well, okay, so I thought about that. I figured it might be. I think you can jump in your car, and if you shoot straight up 65, and then when you get to, I don't know, Whiteland or so, hang out right on that exit, cut through the countryside, and you can be here by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning easily. And that's if you leave at 7, or leave at 7 and be here by 9. That's if you leave about 5 in the morning. So get some sleep. We'll see you in the morning.
Then you can have steak and eggs for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds good. Boy, there's an old flip phone.
Yeah, I'm keep looking for it. I can't find it.
Tony says not. That would
Greg,
be kind of funny. About 9 in the morning, I hear on the door.
Greg,
No, it wouldn't be Greg. Greg can't drive that fast.
Greg.
Yes, ma'am.
Mom says. Just saying.
Couldn't hear you.
So did Doug order a laptop today?
No.
He was just looking up the specs.
Right, and in the end, it turns out when you go to the benchmarks, the i5 was as good as either of the 2 i7s, really, on performance from that place.
What i7 was it?
Well, I see there were 2 i7s. One was a i7 12.6 something, and one was a 12.8 something. And the benchmarks on them from passmark.com were pretty much equal to the i5. The quote highest end i7 was actually running at a slower clock speed, so that's why its benchmark wasn't any better.
What was the speed, max speed on the 800? Was it a K or just 800?
Well, max, it was like 1.7 gigahertz or something.
Oh, you got, well, Intel's making strides. They just dropped three gig off an 8700K.
The i5 was actually running at a higher clock speed, but Doug agreed with most of the rest of us that the i5 was the best bargain in there, because
Really?
the benchmark for a single core performance was within 1% on all of them, just about. And so I don't know. I guess he'll end up ordering one of those at some point in time.
Sounds like it. I had to laugh. I just had to laugh. He was going to look up a high end or low end, and Catherine said, just look it up in the middle. The way she said it caught me as funny. It's a good thing I was muted.
He'll order it by Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Catherine, whatever she likes, and whatever she doesn't like.
Oh, true. Very true.
Yeah, Catherine has a very hard time expressing herself.
And
We're
she's
working on
entitled to like what she likes. I mean,
Well, I think that's
I
true of
remember
all of us, isn't it?
when I mentioned to her I had bought Corsair memory for my build, and I thought she was going to have a stroke.
Now, Jeff, to stop with the Corsair stuff. You'll have the channel taken down.
I meant to leave some of you guys in the guest room or the waiting room, whatever it is, a little longer tonight. I changed the music. I wanted to see what you thought about it.
Oh,
I
Didn't
saw
even
it,
notice.
changed it, but I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I changed it to something. I'll probably still get a strike on it if I were to play it, but oh well. I like that one a little bit better.
What button do you hit to hear this stuff?
You
Um,
mouse to the right corner and there's a little speaker icon and click on it.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very rare that I'm in a waiting room. I was trying to get it put in one today, but Doug wouldn't oblige. I was trying to put Doug in the waiting room today. Doug wouldn't oblige. He figured that out real quick.
If it was only up to me.
I thought it was pretty good. What I got to saw of it or see of it, I thought it was really good. I wanted to stay till the end. And apparently, I didn't really miss that much because I think we had been about maybe 15 minutes down the road, and Tony sent me a message and said it's over. He ended it, so I could have maybe snuck around for that.
What, Tony put Doug in the waiting room?
No, 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 no. Wintermute says benchmarks are misleading. Seems Lenovo put out an i5 1240p with 5W based TDP specs call for 28 watt. So other models that with that CPUs are going to be slower and last longer on battery. Of course, I understood every bit of that.
Absolutely.
Well, the benchmarks are not the be all and end all of everything, but they still give you a rough feel for.
Sure, they give you an idea.
And
I don't know. I
that
think if I was
build
going to build one, if I was going to build another one, even though I told Catherine I would do an AMD, unless it can be pretty much guaranteed that I won't have any issues with it, I wouldn't mind having something that's as close to what Jim was saying. I know I can't afford it to where if you have something that's huge to render that it gets done pretty quick. I'm happy with this one. I got no issues with it whatsoever.
Now the one that Planet Kairos was building today, I looked up his CPU and compared it to what I have. I have a 10th generation. I got an i9 10850K. And its pass mark score when it runs all the cores and everything is like around 23,000. The score for that one that Planet Kairos used today is about 44,000. However, it costs $735 compared to $335.
Right. Right.
So the question is it worth the extra cost?
Next year, it'll be
Depends
about
what you're doing,
cheaper.
you know. So I mean, this is such a step up from what I had before. I'm not going to complain because I have a 4th generation i7 in my old computer.
I can help you out with Jeff, with that. I know where I can get a whole bunch of complaints for you.
Well, I can generate my own if I have to.
Spoil sport.
I know.
Yeah, what he used, an i9 12th generation, it looks like.
Yeah, 12900 KS. I don't remember what the S stands for. That was one of those special ones that they just offer a limited number of or something.
That's a super duper one that comes in a funny packaging.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
really.
one you need a sledgehammer to open the package, isn't it?
It's guaranteed 5 Gs across all cores at one time. That's all. I tried to get one. I had it nailed down to about $460, but they dropped out. So I got this one.
I had no problems with the compatibility, hardware compatibility when I built my AMD system.
No, it's more or less your butterfingers that caused the problem, eh, George? Okay, Ken, I'll be nice when we go on YouTube.
We are on YouTube. Oops.
Sorry, George.
Talking about when we kick over to the stream, the Zoom after the stream.
Oh, Lawn Dog gets the 900KF, not KS. That requires a graphics card. It's the F on the end that says it doesn't have onboard graphics.
The
I
next
think
thing,
the S is one of those with it's something special limited run or something like that. Because Kerry did a build a year or two ago with a 9700 KS or something. I don't remember now.
yeah, we were shopping and I got a notification on my phone that Carrie was going live, and I'm like, 2 nights in a row? Wow. And then
Well, that was Planet Kairos
yeah, he
video on Kerry's channel.
yeah. I'm not sure how he gets away with that, but
Well, he sent it to Kerry and Kerry posted, I'm sure.
I thought that was against YouTube's policy to do though.
Well, you know more than I about that.
Oh, I have not.
I know nothing about YouTube policies.
Yeah,
You want to know a secret?
oh, excuse me.
No, well, you're excused. Do you want to know a secret?
You
No.
can go now.
George, shut up, George. Somebody was signed in with Carrie's ID because I tagged him.
Or as they say in Italian, "Vaffangu."
Hey, Chris,
Hey, you hear me?
I can. Are you at home, or did you get?
No, you said Chris come in. I can't hear Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
I am at a motel room.
That's what I was
I
getting ready.
still can't hear Chris.
And he's getting dressed. Did she leave the room yet?
Who?
Never mind.
Oh, I was going to tell you anyway, but I forgot. First motel we went to was that kind of hotel. And it was actually a Super 8, and we smelled marijuana, and the rooms were nasty, so we got our money back and come here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the no-tail hotel.
It was the name motel. I mean, Super 8.
Huh.
You would think they would be,
No,
and they were hookers there.
no.
Last time I stayed in the Super 8, it was decent. That was a few years back when I went to my high school reunion, but
No.
bad.
Well, don't worry, Jeff. They now have a no drunk policy. Or you got to be drunk. One of them there.
Yeah, something like that.
So I got like 15 down and 16 up here.
I still can't hear Chris.
So
Where-
all of you came, or just you came?
All of us.
Wow. So you're
Max is at home. I gotta take him out tomorrow. We got fans on him, so he'll be okay.
yeah, he'll adapt pretty good or pretty quickly. It's just a shame that keeps freezing up like that on you, which is kind of
No.
interesting if you think about it. 90 degrees outside, and your air conditioner actually freezes up.
Well, you ever seen the movie A Christmas Story?
Is that the one where the kid gets the BB gun?
It's actually made in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And his dad says this furnace will freeze up in the middle of summer on the equator.
That was Darren McGavin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm bleeding.
Uh-oh.
I just bumped my foot a little bit. Hold on a minute.
You want us to call 199?
No, don't do that.
Robert,
It's not-
your assistance is needed in Georgia.
Hmm.
Doggone it. That's going to delay Robert getting here now.
I will be back. Hold on.
Well, it says a common reason for air conditioners freezing up are clogged air filters, drain line problems, air vents, and refrigerant leaks.
I think that's why they recommend you get them checked once a year.
It cost me a little money. I have a guy my HVAC guy comes twice a year, check the furnace and the AC. And in the long run, I haven't lost any money doing that. He saved me money once or twice when I had an old system. I replaced everything a year ago last December. And he gave me a 10-year warranty on parts and labor plus 5 years of these free twice a year inspections. So,
Well, Jeff, now they have your system replaced, you want to build a PC?
well, I waited until the heating and air conditioning was paid for to build the PC. 'Cause I was-
Darren is up at 4:05 in the morning.
Yeah, I got in at 12 this morning.
I was getting ready to say, what time did you come in from the pub?
At 12. Well,
You
there was a
mean-
bang. I sent you a little dingo of it.
I seen that you sent me something, but I didn't look at it yet. I did see that I got it. Hold on, let me. Oh yeah, I see that.
Hello, everybody.
I'm gonna say, look out, Alex, you got a train behind you.
Oh,
Where's
Sorry,
Chris
Greg.
at tonight?
Do
Where's
what?
Where's Chris at tonight? Looks like he's in a hotel room.
He is.
He is.
Air conditioner problems.
yeah.
Or at least that's the story he's telling us, and he's sticking by that. I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I will be right back.
Do, 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 do. Now that we have the host, bounce him out.
Oh
So,
no! What did it happen?
Well, you little smurf, what time did you pour into your shoes?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you.
12?
You mean you could still find put the key in the door lock?
Yeah, I only had 6 pints. That was it.
Well, your beer is warm, not mine.
so Chris, the question is, what's your internet speed like there at the
I
hotel?
knew that was what Alex was gonna ask first.
You don't ask drunk Englishmen certain questions.
No, he's talking to Chris.
Yeah, what did he say?
When did Chris become a drunk Englishman?
What's your internet speed there?
Hold on a minute. Download 16, upload 15.
Well, you'll have to change rooms.
The download is horrible, but the upload is about 5 more than what I've got.
Chris, when was the last time you had the coils cleaned on that AC unit?
Well, the man came out the other day and he got to order a part. There it is, Alex.
At least it's pretty close to the same, even though the download is not that great.
It's okay. I can deal with it for I'm not Joshy, so
We can call Robert on 911.
Well, on the bright side, the upload is better than what Josh has got.
Why is that off? Doggone it.
My
Okay.
download is actually improved finally. It's not quite where I want it to be, but I'm up to 275 download. And it was for a while less than 100. Sometimes it was down to 20 or 30 a month or so ago.
I had to get paper towels and sand and Lysol wipes. I gotta wipe the floor up. At least it's not carpet.
You could have called room service.
No, I'm gonna deal with this myself. I'm not going to tell my mother tonight that cause she's
Yeah, but she's watching on her phone.
no, she's not. She's going to bed.
Ken called her. Didn't you, Ken? Ken just went to make a phone call, woke her up.
Yeah, I pretended to go get coffee.
Now, look at Chris sweat.
So Ken, what kind of a coffee pot did you buy, or did you?
I don't know the brand name. It was like $20. It's got a timer on it and a fancy clock, and it makes really good coffee. And it takes about 3 minutes to make the coffee. So it was a
It's
huge
just like a
improvement.
regular pot that makes what, 6 or 8 cups or whatever,
Yeah, I think it
or
was
8 or 10.
6. Yeah, We literally timed it. It took about a little over an hour and 20 minutes to make a pot of coffee, and
On the
that was
old one?
it. That
Yeah.
no amount of cleaning is going to fix that. We've tried, and I was going to surprise her, but we walked into Walmart. She goes, "You know what we need to buy?" And I'm like, "I do. That's why we're here." And she goes, "Well, what are you here for?" I said, "I'm here to buy a coffee pot. What are you here for?" She goes, "That's what I'm here to buy." So I don't know. Maybe she heard me talking about it in my sleep or something.
And then Ken got all the way there and all the way home. And he said, damn it, I forgot to buy the batteries.
No, we bought the coffee pot and a few other miscellaneous items that we really could
A
do without.
Keurig. A Keurig.
No, not a Keurig. So my son just texted me and he says, Valerie is in big capital letters, not tired. It's 11:11 and this girl ran around for 2 solid hours tonight and she's not tired.
Oh, granddaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is she?
They will be 4 in December.
Oh, goodness. Well, lots of energy at that
Oh
age.
my gosh, so much energy at that age.
No, they'll be 4 in September.
Well, actually, their birthday party is going to be in October, but their actual birthday is
I
December.
know that. Why did you move it to October? I had it all penciled in for September.
I don't get it. I want to be around when they figure out that their birthday is actually the date Christmas Eve. That's when I want to be around. I want to see how mom and dad handle that.
Well, you think they're not going to keep their mouth shut? They're going to get stuff in October and they're going to say, at Christmas time. I want my Christmas stuff, but I want my birthday stuff.
Oh, so they were born Christmas Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And the son, he was due in January, but my grandson was due in January, but my son told the doctor this kid will be born in this year. So they induced labor on December 31st, and he was born December 31st.
Oh, tax deduction.
Exactly.
So
Oh, Joshy's live again today for the 4th time. I hope he realizes no one's going to get notification on that.
The ISP I'm using is a motel's using is charter. It says charter communication, which is now Spectrum.
He's playing,
Oh,
I guess it's
Spectrum-
Fortnite. I don't know. I can't really tell.
Spectrum owns Charter now. I knew Spectrum owned Time Warner a while back.
Spectrum and Charter are the
Some kind
same.
of a car game.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Hey, I could get a Walmart.
He can't play Grand Theft Auto, can he?
I don't
Who?
know. Some guy with a big pick or axe or some damn thing.
And
Yeah.
who play Grand Theft Auto?
Okay. Tuning. Now playing Party Royale.
Sounds
Who
like
played Grand Theft Auto?
Fortnite.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. It just
Yeah,
sounds like it.
it's Fortnite, Ken.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Has he
and no,
gotten far
can't
enough he can play the real thing, or is he still in training mode?
I
would
don't know the
assume
answer
he's
to
in
that.
Training mode.
Fortnite.
Whoa! It's blue. Ran over a bunch of stuff.
No, he cannot play Grand Theft Auto because Grand Theft Auto it's a pay for game.
Hmm.
And plus it's like
And now
40
he's
or-
sideways in the street with a semi cab.
plus it's one of those crazy it's like 50 gigs. So
Hmm.
you can only imagine how long that'd take to download on.
Wintermute says he's out of boot camp and made it to level 4 on Doug's the other day.
Okay.
So good. Very good.
Got to be frustrating right now. He's going back and forth in between two walls of an underpass sideways, or he's aimed sideways, I say. Not sure how you steer it. Do you need like a controller to play Fortnite correctly or easily?
Doug
would-
was demonstrating he
no.
could do it with keyboard.
Yes. You can.
Years
without
ago,
a controller.
one of the computers I had at work, it was from Micron, when they still made computers, came with an auto racing game, and you could run it from the keyboard. Couldn't install it at work, so I took the CD home.
Mouse and keyboard or controller, according to Wintermute.
Jeff, do you still get a pension from that job?
What? Yeah.
Not
Well,
anymore. Not anymore. You're watching YouTube.
Oh, speaking of that, I haven't seen Sean yet tonight. He's running late.
I
Yeah.
thought there was something good about tonight. Where's Wintermute anyway? He's supposed to come up.
He joins us. He joins us.
I know he did.
I don't have anybody in the waiting room, so he hasn't joined on Zoom yet. He did join last night.
Come up wherever you are.
Now, does the Fortnite usually involve driving something?
It can.
It doesn't have to, though.
Yeah, Doug drove was it a truck or a bus the other day?
Well, this is a semi that Josh is driving, or a cab from a semi, I should say.
What do you mean, football? Ugh.
Preseason, I hope.
It started Thursday.
Well, last
Yeah.
I heard,
I had to laugh today when we sat down for dinner. The Colts were ahead 24-13. They lost the game 27-24. Typical Colts. Didn't set well with my mom. Chargers versus Rams preseason. Don't they play in the same stadium?
not when they play each other, no.
Yeah, really. They go elsewhere. Go over to Arizona. That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, they go into monsoons with Sean.
Wonder where Alex got his train background from.
Pizza Bay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
I thought that was your train clock. Didn't you send him his train clock?
That's where all these backgrounds
No.
I got came from is Pizza Bay, and I'm looking at
Okay. Yeah, I like Pixabay. There's got a lot of
as far as
stuff.
the video, all the video backgrounds I've got, and once I put in one of my own videos, it's from Pizza Bay.
So I gotta find a way for this to not bleed overnight because the bed sheets are white. And I don't want it to bleed on the bed sheets.
What'd you do? Stub your toe? No pun intended.
Yeah, but I cut it on the end of the chair, I believe.
I mean, I can relate because if I bump into something now, first thing I do is I look down to see if I've broken the skin, and if I have, how bad's it bleeding?
But
I know,
Yeah.
that's the way I'm
Put the
getting.
rock
It used
side
to
on
be-
Do what, Alex?
put peroxide on it.
I don't have nothing here. I'm at the motel.
Do they not have like a little store down? Some motels
Yeah.
or hotels have.
They don't have a mini bar in your room?
Mini bar.
They did.
refrigerator with
They
like,
did.
alcoholic beverages and stuff.
No.
Yeah, Long Don come up with a brilliant concept. Water, soap and water. I mean,
I could probably get in a step in the shower in a minute and get it.
please mute your camera prior to doing that.
Mhm.
There he is.
Put some Bactine on it.
So I am going to put my shoes back on. I might be sleeping in my shoes.
Yeah, well, change your socks while you're at it, will you? Ken's glasses are fogging up.
I don't wear
Mhm.
socks.
Oh, God.
You don't wear socks when you wear shoes?
Nope.
Oh wow. Does that not
Welcome to
bother your
Georgia.
feet?
Welcome to
Now I know
Georgia.
why my feet stink.
Welcome to Georgia.
Well, I get it, but man,
I'd go barefooted outside if I was at home.
Okay, Sean, that accounts for your feet. What about the rest of you? What's the excuse?
I'm not Sean.
Okay, we'll call you Sean, George.
boy, there's a word I haven't seen in years. Uncouth. Have not seen or heard that in a long time.
Oh, caramba.
Yeah, that was cute today. I forget who said it. I think it was Ada herself that said it.
I probably missed it.
That's the Urban
Well,
Dictionary for smelly feet.
Well,
Yeah,
I've been
I've
up
watched it. I've watched about enough as a Fortnite as I want to, both with Doug and Josh, and it's just it doesn't have any appeal to me to learn or play this game whatsoever.
Black watch, I cut my foot. You want to kiss it?
me either. It had enough. Me either. Ken had enough appeal for me to download it and waste, I don't know, an hour of my time wanting to download 25 gigs.
You say I
Only
got
to look at it for 5 minutes and think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Think
great
this
that
ain't for
Doug
me,
learned to
and
play
then
it so he can play it with his grandson. I honestly do, but I was offered, someone offered to teach me how to play it, and there's just no appeal at
Well,
all.
I downloaded it because I had control over all the computers when I was at college on our network. I downloaded it on our server machine at college and put it on our extra hard drive we put in there, extra SSD we put in there. And even then I couldn't.
You
I
downloaded
just
Fortnite
don't-
on a server?
Hey, Mike, nice of you to see you.
Yes, I was running it on our server, but the machine I was running it on, we had upgraded it to, we had put 1.5 terabytes of storage in it, as well as 32 gigs of RAM. And I put it on our D drive, our 1 terabyte SSD that didn't have the operating system on it. So it was installed on the other, so it wasn't like slowing the machine down because it had so much. It takes very little to run all of the server stuff on Windows Server, like for the domain and stuff. It takes very little resources to do that. So it's,
Ken,
Sean,
don't put me in the waiting room, please. But I gotta show you that. He's live. Oh, Fortnite again.
Sean, you don't throw things like that on YouTube.
I'm gonna stop watching.
I don't want to hurt Sean's feelings or anything, but I've actually got it running on another monitor, and I glance over every now and then. I did the same thing today with Doug when he was doing that. Okay, so somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If you do a nuke and pave, it wipes everything off the hard drive and then installs Windows on it, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So
It
why
deletes all
would
the
you take
partitions.
why would you take the time to go and delete every little individual program if you're going to nuke it and pave it?
So you have YouTube content.
I guess.
He wouldn't take the time. Only reason why he did it that way is because it's Joshy. And that's the
Well, I
only
have one
logical
theory.
explanation.
Some of his software, like that he uses for
Right.
helping him see what's on the screen.
Right.
Maybe if you uninstall it, maybe it releases a license back at the server for that software.
Now they can.
Now there may be another way
He
to do
doesn't have to. He does uninstall it to release the license, but he doesn't have to. He can go on the website, just like you can with Microsoft Office. If you got the yearly subscription for Microsoft Office, you can go on the website and deactivate the license.
I suspect
computer without
Josh
having
would
to
find it
actually
easier to
uninstall it.
uninstall it than to go to the website.
Probably. In that case,
That's just
probably.
a guess. That's just a guess.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, Well, for me, I just logged into the website and
No,
Hey, I
understand.
guarantee you, I do things in the DaVinci Resolve that I can promise you there's easier ways to do it, but that's just how I'm comfortable doing it right now.
Can somebody go check on Darren? He's too drunk to get his shoes off. He goes away.
I'm in bed.
Bloody hell. I got off my shoes. Oh, shoes. So,
well, at least with Microsoft Office, the reason why you'd want to deactivate it from the website instead of uninstalling it is because if you deactivate it from the website and not uninstall it from the computer, you can still read and print Word documents and Excel
me.
documents, etc. You just cannot edit them without an activated product.
Now, what version of Office is that for? Is that for any version?
That
or
is for
the-
that is for any version of Office 365, the subscription product that you pay for
Right,
yearly.
okay.
Can somebody stop talking about computers? I'm watching Darren trying to get his shoes off. It's funny as hell. You don't get to see these things.
Oh, I'm gonna get my shoes
Well,
off.
you got a better monitor than I do then.
So both Walmart and Kroger are closed, and I won't be able to get no bandages or nothing tonight. So
Dollar General.
What about using the
closed.
iron
It's 11:30.
bandage?
Oh, yeah.
Speak
Well,
up.
if you see what I changed my name to no sleep for 24 hours. I haven't been to bed yet. Since yesterday
Again?
morning. Yeah, I haven't been to bed since yesterday morning. So I've been up all night, all day.
Everybody together now.
Well, I hope the reason for that is you've got a woman stashed in the other room.
Yeah, really.
No,
Oh, well then, go to bed. Go to sleep, whatever.
Truth is, his girlfriend put him in the Murphy bed and put it up, you know.
So,
He just thinks he's
Blackwatch saying in about shoes. We get over there, and out of respect to my mom, we always take our shoes off and put them by the door. Grandkids came in, they took their shoes off, and at first they just kind of went wherever they landed. And then all of a sudden I kind of look up, and the one granddaughter, she's going around picking the shoes up, and she put those in the nicest, neatest little row I've ever seen, and nobody said anything to her to do it. So I thought, well, I'm going to test her. So I took off my socks and I threw them in the middle of the floor. Sure enough, she went over and picked the socks up and put them in my shoes without being told.
and all the shoes were next door in somebody's closet.
No, they weren't lined up in any rhyme or reason. It was like my shoes, Lorna's shoes, one of her shoes, one of Lorna's shoes, one of her shoes, but they were lined up in a row. I should have taken a picture of it. It was so
So
cute.
3-year-olds are hilarious.
Okay, well, yeah. Half the time I can't understand what they're saying. My one granddaughter, she's like, "Hey, Grandpa." I went, "Uh-huh," because I have no clue what she said.
Yeah, there's a lot of uh-huhs around here when Olivia was smaller.
Yeah, yeah, you can relate.
That's all Amelia said the night we went and got them all the way home. You asked for something.
Yeah,
She wasn't used to it yet, but then she got used to it. Now she's wide open. And
Yeah.
tonight she got on a roll talking about the belly button. Got on a roll saying B button, B button. She just kept saying it over and over and over. Every time you ask her something, she say B button.
all these guys are suckers. I'm just looking for a 3-letter word. Gives a website, and I'm gonna block it right now because I'm not into that, and I don't know how she added me to Facebook, but she's going now. Block. I don't know how the hell she got on my Facebook and started messaging all my friends and be like, "Hey, if you're looking for the 3-letter word, come to this website." Yeah, okay, good. She's blocked.
Well, good news for you, Sean, because if you drop the K, it still sounds the same. But there's only 3 letters.
Texting with my sister. She's finally saw the text I sent her at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Well, they're camping. I can kind of understand it. They're on their 10th year of camping at the same campsite this weekend, so I guess they're having a big to-do about that.
So, somebody staying with your mom?
No. We stopped over today, and I'll stop over in the morning. We had
So
Queen
she's
had a
not at
meeting
the
and said we
facility.
need to back off a little bit, so we've done that.
All right.
Um,
So she's staying at home though.
oh, she's at home, yeah. She got back home a week ago tomorrow.
All right.
She did sell the car, sold it to my brother, and his daughter's driving it. And she tonight was like, "Yeah, if I need to go anywhere, I'll be calling." I said, "Anytime, you know."
You know what?
In
you-
fact, I don't mean to interrupt the Black Watch. In fact, we were joking that we passed a Harbor Freight coming home. She says, "You ever been in there?" I said, "Not that one, but I've been in Harbor Freight." And she goes, "I'd like to go in there sometime." I said, "I'll tell you what, Mom, you call me next week and we'll hit them all. We'll go to Menards, we'll go to Lowe's, we'll go to the Home Depot, we'll go to Real King, we'll go to Harbor Freight." And she just laughed. So might be.
She still has a good sense of humor.
She does. She really does. She gets confused on her. Oh shoot! How do I want to say this? If we're talking about McDonald's, she'll get that confused with Burger King within the same sentence because she goes, "Well, I went to McDonald's the other day and I was gonna order a Whopper, but they wouldn't let me do it, and I couldn't figure out why." Me neither, Mom. I'm not sure why they wouldn't let you do that. You know, you sure as hell don't want to correct her. That would just cause problems. So I've learned, just kind of go along with it, and you know.
You know what? Instead of saying, well, the McDonald's worker wouldn't know to do this, but instead of saying, instead of just saying we can't do that, why don't they offer her Big Mac instead of a?
Because it wouldn't be a Whopper. What's the matter with you?
Exactly. Yeah, she wanted a
But
Whopper.
it's called promoting the brand, I guess.
Oh, I got to share this screen. Hold on.
Why is Darren?
Oh, I've just got to share this.
Oh, and you're gonna give Greg a migraine. Get ready, Greg.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. When I move this white box,
Oh,
that is almost screenshot worthy right there. That is so close to being screenshot worthy.
We are talking about Joshy on the webcam, right?
I am talking. Yeah, I'm not talking about the icon right there. I'm talking about Josh eating on the webcam. Yes.
somebody screenshot that and send it to him.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
when you finish with the rug there, will you go over to Sean? You might. No, they get to it.
All right, I got it. I snipped it. I'll send it to him.
Poor Josh.
Send it to Jim.
yeah. Let's send it to Jim. Have you seen this?
I saw that Jim said he wasn't gonna be on live for a while because he hasn't been getting a lot of sleep.
He was with us last night for a little bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, he said he was run down. So I can relate.
I almost sent somebody an email saying, you're on Carrie's list now. I'm not gonna, support you or watch your videos anymore.
At least I don't hear no bullfrogs tonight.
Yeah, oddly enough, we do not.
Sean,
I'm telling you, he'll be back in about a month, and as I will explain to you after we end the stream, it will have repercussions, and we'll go with it. So I am speaking of that. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to hit the end stream.
Sean.
Give some shout outs here.
I can't say his name until the stream ends, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
So Tony Wallow, Jeff Watt, Ryman, John Aloy, thank you very much. Blackwatch, Lawn Dog joined us tonight, and I did make him a moderator. He's been around long enough; he deserves that.
Like there it
Robert,
is.
I believe I saw Wintermute sneak in. Yes, I did. He's going to try to join us after his football. I think that's everybody.
You get most-
Nope. There's one more. Kenny Witten snuck in on me.
Oh,
So thank you, gentlemen. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night she's 2 to 10, so it'll probably be closer to 11 than it will be anything. No, there's not going to be any drama, Tony. It's going to be admit, remove, end of story. No explanation. So good night on the YouTube. I'll see you guys tomorrow.